One of the great recoveries of doctrine in our day has been the recovery of the thing what we call the Missio Dei. That's a kind of fancy Latin term for what we mean as missional God. The word missio is not just a great organization that you'll hear about here, but also it's actually the Latin word for the English word sent. Actually, the Greek word is apostello, the same word, but you can then track what's going on there. But it's the sentness of the church, right? So what we say here is that God is a missionary God. And what we mean is that God sends the Son. In other words, the Son is both sent by the missionary God, He Himself is a missionary, and guess what? He sends the Spirit. He and the Father send the Spirit into the world. We discovered actually the Spirit is actually a missionary spirit too. He's a sent one into the world with a purpose. And as you hear from the text, as the Father sent me, so I send you. Darned if we're not all sent. Every Christian is a sent one. There's no such thing as an unsent Christian who does not participate in the eternal purposes of God in through the church. All of us get to play in that game. And all of us, in other words, it's an adjective to describe the nature of Christianity in and of itself. It's part of the doctrine of God, not just what the church does. When we've tended to think about a mission, we think the church does a mission. People say to me, we're a missional church, and I'll say, well, okay, tell me why you think you're a missional church. I say, well, we do a lot of mission. We feed the poor, we're going to do evangelism, we do stuff overseas and all that stuff. I said, that's all impressive, but that doesn't make you a missional church. They said, really? I said, no. A missional church is one that allows the mission of God to determine how it is the church, both culturally and in other ways, as it engages. It allows missiology to determine ecclesiology. That's my geek coming out. You know why that? Now, Stu asked me to do things. It's how mission, our purpose and function in the world as God's people, shapes the way we are, the nature of our being in the world. Missional church is a huge idea, and the idea is that it comes out of the doctrine of God, not the doctrine of the church. We've normally put it under the church. It's not so much that the church has a mission, my friends, it's that the mission has a church. We are the result of God's missionary activity in the world. The church is the net result of the fact that God redemptively reached into our world and saved us, and is continuing to do so in and through the church.